The question says, what would be the name of the Son of God in Spanish? Okay. God. Remember that Dios is the genitive form, according to the concordance, of the name Zeus. That's why we don't use the term Dios to refer to the Almighty Creator. Because according to the Almighty Creator, in Revelation chapter 2, it says that those in the church of Pergamum lived where Satan's throne is. And when you look into history, in Pergamum was the throne of Zeus. In other words, Zeus is Satan, and according to the concordance, God is Zeus. So, God would be the name, one of the names, of Satan, and that's why we don't use that to refer to Yahweh. The eternal Almighty Creator is called Yahweh. He has a son named Yahushua. Yahweh saves. Yahushua, Yahweh saves. That's why Yahushua said, I come in my Father's name, Yahushua, and you do not receive me. When someone, the false Messiah, comes in his own name, meaning a name that doesn't have the Father's name in it, like for example, Jesus, when someone comes in his own name, him you will receive. That's the one the world is waiting for, someone who doesn't have the name of Yahweh in him. A person's name is their name, period, no matter where they are or who they're with, no matter what language they speak or who they are. Is that clear? Hitler is called Hitler. He was German. I don't speak German, but I was taught that his name is Hitler, and that's how I pronounce it. And it's not out of respect for him. It's simply because that's his name. How much more so for the sovereign of all creation, who deserves all respect, esteem, and honor? How could we not call him by his true name? Especially when Scripture says that this is the name that saves us. So, what is the enemy going to do? Erase his name so that we won't be saved. Do you understand what I mean? So, the name of the Messiah is Yahushua everywhere, just like Hitler is Hitler, and Donald Trump is Donald Trump wherever he goes. He's not called Donaldo, right? Or Trumpito. Is that clear? So, a person's name is the same no matter where they are. The name of the Messiah stays the same because there's only one name given to mankind through which we can be saved. Now, as a human being, he is Hebrew. The language he spoke and speaks is Hebrew. His language is Hebrew. His name is Yahushua. So, what does someone have to do in Spanish, for example, to be able to write his name? Since we don't have the Hebrew alphabet in Spanish, we use the alphabet we use in Spanish to write the correct pronunciation of the Messiah's name with our, or the letters we use. But if someone asks me, what is the Messiah's name in Spanish? The Messiah's name in Spanish would be, the one who causes existence saves, because that is the definition of the name Yahushua. That's the meaning of the name. As I said, Koresh means furnace of fire in Spanish. So, one thing is the meaning, the definition of a word, and another thing is the pronunciation of a name. Yahushua means Yahweh saves, and Yahweh means the one who causes existence. So, Yahushua means the one who caused existence saves, but when we go to pronounce his name, we should say it the way his mother, his earthly father, his stepfather, his friends, his brothers, and his disciples called him Yahushua. They never called him Jesus in his lifetime, because the name Jesus didn't exist until the 17th century. Yes, exactly. So, remember that Jesus originally comes from Yeshua, and Yeshua is the most common Jewish curse, meaning may his name and memory be erased. So, a person who says Jesus, without knowing it, is actually cursing the Messiah in some cases.